Hey, I'm Aiden, and today we're trying a DIY shoe update. So, there I was, working on my regular Saturday afternoon doom scroll, when Pinterest served up these sparkling blue, starry, glittering heels from Free People that were also sold out. But it was then that my magical Fergie godmother descended and bestowed upon me a spark of inspiration. Check the shoe basket! And I knew it was time to DIY. So, let's talk supplies. You'll need metallic or glitter paints. I wanted a cool-toned champagne gold, but apparently everybody needed metallic paint that weekend because Michael's was empty. So I settled on Craft Smart Gold and Rose Gold. I also grabbed Martha Stewart's Platinum and this glittery silver and mixed them all together to get the color that I needed. I also grabbed extra glitter in case the paints didn't sparkle enough. Plus, I needed flat back glue-on crystals, and the Swarovski crystals were on sale for 50% off, so I grabbed several colors. I loved the blue tones in these ones. They'll complement the blue in the shoes well, and the stars were super cute as well. You'll also need super glue, tweezers, and a thin paintbrush. Okay, I wanted to plan out how my shoes were going to look before I jumped in with the paint. Let's take another look at the inspiration shoes. They've got stars in at least 2 sizes and some speckles throughout. The points are a little bit fine-tipped for my shoes because mine are velvet, so they'll be a little bit harder to paint. I'm really into a lot of these vintage, almost Art Deco celestial looks right now. I painted a whole wall in my studio like that. And I think these cross-like stars might be a little bit easier to paint on something thick like velvet. I tested out the paints on paper first and then got to mixing. This mix used both golds and the glittery silver in almost equal amounts. Plus, I added in additional gold, rose gold, and silver glitter. Alright, time to start painting. I eventually switched to a thinner brush, but I'm making a plus sign or a cross shape to start. It's easier to start in the center and pull the brush outwards and lighten the pressure as you go so the tips taper into points. If your shoes are glossy, super sleek, or shiny, the paint is more likely to scuff off over time, so you might want to find a primer to mix with your paints or to use on your shoes prior to painting. If your shoes are velvet like mine or some other kind of fabric, you'll need to layer up your paint in a few coats because the fabric is going to absorb some of the paint. Next, add more shorter lines in each quadrant of the star that you just made, almost like an asterisk. Try not to make all your lines the same length, otherwise your stars might look like snowflakes. Repeat until you are either satisfied with or sick of painting stars. Smudging might happen, don't freak out. Wipe the smudge towards the center of the damaged star and just try again. Don't forget to vary the sizes of your stars too. Repeat on the second shoe and then curse yourself for having such fancy, time-consuming tastes. Let the stars dry, overnight preferably. Once dry, dab a bit of super glue in the center of the star. Then use the tweezers to drop the crystal on top of the glue. I say drop so that you don't wind up getting glue on your tweezers. You can use the back of the tweezers to gently press the crystal down so that it really adheres to the glue. Repeat, but with different sizes and different colors. Save a few crystals to be placed without a star. Okay, see, this is why you don't want to get glue on your tweezers. Sometimes fabric will soak up the glue and it'll create this weird hazy crust around or over the crystal and dull its shine. But there's an easy fix. Mix a little bit of laundry detergent with equal parts water. You don't need a lot. 1 Tide Pod is way more than enough. Use a Q-tip, small sponge, or clean brush to scrub the super glue haze away. Then touch up any areas of paint that are looking a little thin or dull. If you want, you can paint the visible part of the sole of the shoe. I painted the entire bottom, but if you're worried about your shoes losing grip, just paint the visible arch for safety. I wound up using 4 coats of paint to really get the color to show and not look streaky. Painter's tape can help you get cleaner edges, but I was rushing and skipped on this step. I'm super happy with how these turned out. I had originally bought these for a holiday party last year, but wound up wearing something else instead. I saw a similar pair of heels on the same website for $168. I think I spent a total of less than $35 in supplies, but I bought bigger glitter containers than I needed, so there are always ways that you can cut costs. Since it's 2020 and everything is canceled, for now I'll probably just be wearing them around the house, but maybe one day they'll see some daylight. Well, thanks so much for making it this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and leave me a comment to let me know what kind of a project I should do a video on next.